今天我们将为一家商业地产进行安全防卫的评估、加固与演习。Social media。好的，朋友们，我有一位学员叫 Steven 那我们在一起训练的时候，我问他你做什么工作啊？他说我在 Kids Dental 工作啊，我们儿童牙医。然后我就问他说，你们儿童牙医接不接成人啊？能不能给我洗个牙呀？因为我觉得儿童牙医会感觉比较温柔一些，所以呢，我现在过来定期洗牙。那么 Steven 是这家儿童牙科诊所的 manager， 我自己的牙医 Dr. Saran Ing 也跟我一起上过设计课所以今天我们就来到位于 Puente 的 Kids Dental Home， 为这一个主要服务宝宝们的一个牙科诊所进行一个安全防卫的评估。好，这位就是 Steven， 跟大家问个好。
大家好，我是 Steven，
是我们的 Kids Dental Home 的 manager。那么他也是我们整个安防演习中持有武器的保护者。OK， 好的，朋友们，这位就是我自己的牙科医生 Dr. Saran Ing。今天呢，我带大家来去做一个安防的评估。你目前觉得你的诊所感觉这个安全指数怎么样呢？
还没够，我想看看你怎么碰到我们。
OK， 好，那我们先简单的去参观一下，观察一下哪一个房间比较适合作为我们的堡垒。我们是不是之前讲过我们的安防的几个重要的要素，其中就是一个堡垒。这一个堡垒既是一个掩体，也是一个隐藏、隐蔽尤其是我们有这么多的我们的护士、医生，怎么样都能够躲到一个位置去OK，Steven， 那带我简单看一下好吗？好的，那现在这边是一个接待处。
然后这边是我们的办公区域
，OK，
这边是我们的员工休息区跟厨房。
好，这是 Saran 吗？
对，
现在好像更苗条一些。这是怎么画的啊？
这是 Amber 画的。
Amber, you did this? Wow. Using what? Wow.
然后我的那辆车
It's awesome.
我的那辆车后面的一个涂鸦就是后面车备胎的一个涂鸦，就是根据它这个叫做牙怪的这个造型去设计还有这一张三连图也是 Amber 画的。
Every child is an artist. Picasso. Beautiful. 好，那我们来这边看看，就是这个主要的治疗的区域是吗
？Open Bay 是3张牙椅，体型比较小的小朋友，我们增加了 Chair 2。
Oh, this thing's so cute. Wow, everybody is an artist here. Kids, brush your teeth.
这是我们的消毒间、物料间。
OK，
感应的灯。
nice。
Room 1跟 Room 2呢是两个一模一样的，这是 Room 2了。
OK，great。
这两个房间是一模一样的。
好，那因为你认为，如果说发生紧急情况，大家都应该去聚集到哪个位置？你觉得，在这个诊所里边？
我认为，如果发生状况的话，应该尽快的去把所有人召集起来，躲到我们的厨房里面去。
OK， 那我们来看一下。OK。这个厨房很宽敞，你觉得所有的nurses 在这里够吗？
够了。工作程序上来讲，我们最多会同时去服务3个小朋友。那么就是说
OK，
在这样的情况下，我们 total 的人数应该控制在10个人左右，10到11个人。
非常好，非常好。那么我们基本上可以认为，这一个厨房就是我们的堡垒。那如果有什么情况的话，大家都要躲到这里边来。Yeah, this is probably the first time that a patient is in charge, huh? But in all seriousness, we're going to be going over some safety drills. We're going to pretend that there's a violent riot, and we got Steven here, who is the protector of this whole clinic, and he is going to be armed. But first and foremost, when he has a gun, where do we want to go? Do we want to be in front of Steven or behind Steven? Yeah, right? Because we don't want to be in the crossfire, right? We always get behind the protector, okay? We just decided that we're going to use the kitchen or the lunchroom. We call it a fortress. Everybody is going to run towards the fortress. All right, let's go check it out. Everybody gather inside. And in here, we got your communication device, okay? This thing doesn't even need a SIM card. You can call 911, yeah. But if you do have SIM card, you can even text 911. All right, this phone is charged. Definitely don't put a password in here, okay? All you do is press home button and press dial. and it's being connected. All right, we got Steven's handgun here. First thing to do, we're going to check that it is an empty gun and always point the muzzle at a safe direction, right? Since we got everybody around me, so I'll just point it down. And this thing has this empty chamber flag inside. This indicates that it is an empty gun. There's no way you can fire it with this thing inside. All right, Steven, you've taken class with me with this gun, right? You know how it works? Okay, now this is completely safe and no bullets around this area. We're going to put this gun inside this safe. It's got this combination code. Especially when you have kids, the law requires you to have a safe. Okay, I'm gonna put this gun inside this lock. And keep in mind that not only you have to put it in a locked container, but also you have to use this chain to keep it attached to the furniture. Because if you are a homeowner, you have this gun safe at home, if a kid bring this whole box outside, it's still against the law. Okay, so secure this with this chain. All right, Steven, all you do is open up the lock and grab your weapon. All right, we'll practice that later on. If you feel you have time, you can put this on. Okay, someone over here is going to help him buckle this thing. You just put it here and go grab your weapons. You're not gonna believe that when you're under critical stress, even the simplest move is gonna be difficult. Yeah, only one side, okay? Are you doing, yeah. Okay, let me put this up a little bit. Yeah, cut the sugar. All right, guys, so this is a security bar. This is what we would recommend to every homeowner. In fact, we're gonna keep one at the door of the fortress. All right, guys, this door doesn't have a lock. If you don't have this, you're quite vulnerable, right? The last person, okay, the last person coming here is gonna, yeah, remember everybody, okay? Let's try different angles. Okay, you put this here and you give it a tab at the bottom. More friction is better. All right, Steven, try break in, please.
Hard.
Well, this will work for now. Ideally, I will put a lock on here.
Say, Steven is our protector. What if he gets incapacitated somehow? I'm not saying he will. Somehow he does. Who's the next person to go to?
Yes, exactly. That's what we're going to be discussing. We're going to be finding out what if Steven is not around, who is the next person with the firearm. You want to be the next person? I'll give you a quick lesson over here. How about that?
Sure.
At least teach you how to grip a handgun properly, right? How to control the recoil a bit. Yeah. All right, guys, now let's have a walkthrough. First of all, who's going to be here at the front? Who's going to be the first person to see the threat?
Me.
Okay, Amber. When you see the threat, you're going to be shouting very loud, lunchroom, everybody right now. You're just going to shout out the location. Just yell it out as loud as you can so that everybody here can hear you. Okay, guys, so I'm here with Amber. You see someone trying to break in, those rioters. You are going to yell out to everybody to get into our fortress, right? Okay, now let's go. Please run and yell, okay? Don't stay there because you are closer to the threat. So just run and at the same time yell. If you don't have a task, go into deep inside until the last person is here. Close the door and put on the jam. Yes, and grab your weapon. All right, remember the proper handgun grip and the safety rule, keep your finger off the trigger. Muzzle always point at a safe direction, right? In this case, the directions of bad guys. Now, you will put your thumb on top of the safety and finger off the trigger at all times. Let me ask you a question. Would you be standing here? Or, let me borrow that weapon, would you be standing here?
I think here's better.
Yeah, we never want to expose our body. Even we have a body armor, okay?
And small size.
Yes, yeah, even you have a large size body armor, we still want to find cover. So I am always behind this. And Jacqueline, you are definitely going to get behind me. Yeah, everybody is going to get behind Steven, okay? Never in the crossfire. All right, now, we got one person calling the police. Now, how do we call 911? We say 4 things. Number 1, we always say our address first. Okay, and don't even worry about the city's name and the zip code, just the house number and the street name, and also say Kids Dental Home, make that easier to identify. The second thing is what's happening here, right? In this case, someone's trying to break in. And the third thing is where everybody is hiding. You're gonna tell the police officers where we are. And the last thing, you're gonna tell the officers that we are armed, or we have a weapon, or we got a gun. Okay, anything you can say to tell the officers that we are armed. When you are here, please don't shoot us. If someone is already here and they are banging on the door, they're trying to come in, and they'll be yelling like, open the door, come out, or whatever. Steven is going to yell out, get out of my property, or go away, or I got a gun, or the police is on the way. Okay, say something like that. Very loud. They might not hear you if you're not loud enough. Okay, here's I would say. Get out of my property! I got a gun! I'll shoot you! Could you try? Do you think you can make that happen?
Maybe. Let's try.
I would assume everybody outside can hear me like that, right? All right, try this, Steven.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get out of my office!
Yeah.
I have a gun. I will shoot you.
Yes.
The police is coming.
Yes, exactly. Especially emphasize the I will shoot you part. Okay? I'll shoot you!
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll shoot you.
Yes. Yes. I'm gonna come outside and pretend I'm the bad guy. I'm banging on the door, and I want to see if I can really hear this guy, okay? Yeah, because they got their adrenaline pumping. You gotta let the bad guy hear that you have a weapon, and you have notified the police officers already. All right, let's see. Open the goddamn door! Come on, open the door! I'll kill you! Open the door! Yeah, good job. What do you guys think? Yeah? Do you think he can protect you guys now?
We want you here instead.
Yeah, I'd love to be here. All right, guys. If after the verbal warning by Steven, they still persist, I would shoot through the door. Okay, yeah, because at this present moment, our life is in danger. Think about this. If I already give out the verbal warning, but the bad guy is still trying to break in, I can pretty much presume that he's trying to hurt me, right? So I would just shoot through the door. But ideally, hopefully, you never need to fire a shot. This is why verbal warning is extremely important. So always notify the bad guy that we are armed and we are willing to shoot. Let's try this from the beginning, okay? And you guys know what to do, right? You remember the 4 things? Address?
The address. What is in the lunchroom?
Yeah.
And we are armed. And
most importantly, what happened here, right? What's happened? Okay, yeah. You don't want to say those 3 things, and then the last thing we say, I got a cat trapped on the tree. Okay, right? Nobody's coming. Once the police officers here break in, I guarantee you, they're gonna be on the way, okay? So just say how serious this is. Okay, now let's go. All right, Amber, let's just say someone is trying to break the window.
Lunchroom, everybody in the lunchroom.
All right, and you're gonna go too. Don't stay there, everybody. Okay. Don't lock the door yet. The person's still outside. All right. Yeah. All right, Jacqueline, put it on there. And Steven, don't wait for her. You can start putting on your body armor. We have Jacqueline here. Buckle up. Weapons out. Remember your safety rules. You're always behind cover, right? Okay, Amber's gonna be calling the police.
126 Glendora Avenue, Kids Dental Home. There's someone trying to break in. We're located in the lunchroom. We are armed.
Great. All right. Now, let's say that someone is already here. They're banging on the door violently. They're trying to get in and hurt you guys. And Steven is going to yell out, extremely loud, okay? Get out of my property. I got a gun. I will shoot you. The police is on the way. After the verbal warning, the bad guy decides to leave. What would you do? Would you guys just come right out? No, right? We're gonna wait for the police officers to come here and get you guys out of here safely. If the bad guy keeps banging on the door, I would shoot through the door. But you gotta make sure that it's really the bad guy and nobody else is behind the bad guys, that it's safe to shoot. But the majority of the time, bad guy hears your verbal warning, they're very likely to just go away. All right, let's do a drill.
Lunchroom, everybody out.
someone is trying to break in. We're in the lunchroom and we are armed.
All right, guys. Now you guys know where to run to and grab your young patients and their parents. We have a door jam over there, locking the door, and we got Steven get our weapon and his body armor, and we got this communication device here being charged at all times and ready to call 911. And I would say everybody should practice these 4 things to say to the police officers. Number 1, your address, and number 2, what's happening here. Someone broke in or someone trying to break in. The third thing is where we're hiding. And the last thing, we're armed, right? We want to notify the police officers that we have a gun. Let me ask you a question. How often do you think you need to do a drill like this to make this muscle memory that you can do without thinking?
Once a week, once a month.
Once a week, once a month. And now you guys know how to do this. You can all go to your families and have this drill. You're gonna find a fortress in your home, whether it is your master bedroom's closet or maybe as a storage room where you have your most important elements for safety. Number 1, your communication device, right? A backup phone. Like I said, doesn't need a SIM card. You can call 911. And we will have this motion sensor light. Keep it in your closet. We run in here, it's gonna light up, and you're gonna grab your weapon, which is also inside the fortress. And all the family members behind whoever got the gun in his hand. If it's a husband and wife, the husband can get the gun and the wife can call the police. And if we got young children at home who has their own rooms, we will put a mini fortress inside the kids' room so that they know they don't get between the parents who have a gun and the bad guys, right? So now you know the drill. This is something we can all do for our families. 好，那我们刚才过完了这个安防演习，但是我们还是要再回来看一下有什么东西能够让我们提前去避免这个犯罪的发生，right？那你像这个窗户啊，包括这扇门，首先这个玻璃如果打碎了以后，会直接整个这个够一个人都直接进来的这个尺寸是吧？那这样的玻璃的话，我会选择加一些这样的东西。首先这边这个膜撕下来，然后它就可以贴在这个窗户上，同时它的这个背面正好是一个 warning sign。就是告诉你说我这边有安全保护啊，是一种震慑。贴上去以后呢，它就是如果这个玻璃被打碎了的话，它就会发生强烈的鸣叫。我们来听一下哈。Sorry 这边的这个窗户也是一样的啊。总之我会选择给所有的凡是有玻璃的啊，都会加这样的东西。好。好的，朋友们，今天就是我来到了 Puente Kids Dental Home 做一个安防的评估和演习。我们的经理，还有也是我自己的学员 Steven， 还有我们的 Dr. Saran In， 都是有着非常强烈的这个想法，是要去保护我们来看牙的宝宝和家长，还有我们自己的护士。那么青龙防御的会员朋友也都知道，我们还有一个儿童自我保护课啊。那今后我会替我们的宝宝学员们更多向 Saran 请教关于从小能够保护好自己牙齿的一些好的窍门。好的，朋友们，今天节目就是这样。大家如果有任何的疑惑，都欢迎随时加微信跟我沟通。我们是保护众生的神兽，我们是青龙防御。我们下次节目再见。Social media。变态的一种变态的。